Hi guys, welcome to Investing with JYK, and today we'll discuss a crazy phenomenon. I haven't fully investigated this situation yet, but so basically bear with me. But this is just amazing. Okay, so yesterday in the screeners, I showed you there was some port that was attractive. This China Merchant Port Holdings company. So on its own, it's fairly attractive in terms of PE. Right, the PE is the same as almost like 2009. It is attractive in PB. That's lower than 2009. Attractive in PS. It's about 2009 level, and attractive in dividend. The dividend yield is really high at the moment. I think there's some data problem here. It says it says like 13%. I don't think it's that. But anyways, it shouldn't be 13%. Yes, I think something's wrong. But ignoring that, this company itself is fairly attractively valued. And then if you look at the percentage of operating cash flow compared to net income is pretty healthy as well. And I think there was the debt. So this is debt level. Debt level is 32%. So it's not very highly levered. So healthy company, profitable, cheap. It's a port, so it's gonna be affected by the trade war, everything. But it's really cheap, so whatever. Now, there is another company in China called Shenchiwan, and then this company is actually indirectly owned by China Merchant Group. China Merchant Group is this thing that was set up in 1800s by when China still had an emperor. So that thing was supposed to be bringing in foreign investments and investing in infrastructure. So that thing lasted until now. So now it's 2000 and something. So it's 100 something years old. Through some pretty complex structure, they have a large holding in Shenchiwan. So this company that I'm showing here, and it's still trading, so the numbers will change a bit. And they also own this company, the port, the Merchant's Port, through one of their subsidiaries. The subsidiary owns 38% of this port company, of Merchant's Port Holdings, China Merchant Ports Holdings. I mean, these names are so crazy, it's driving me crazy. But anyways, so recently, very recently, there was an announcement of some capital structure changes. So what happened was Shenchiwan issued shares to buy China Merchant Group's subsidiaries' share of China Merchant Port Holdings. Okay. So I think this is the disclosure, and I think what happens was the reason was they were saying, okay, Shenchiwan is in Shenzhen. It's a port company in Shenzhen, and then China, the Merchant Ports Holdings has a lot of ports near Shenzhen. So like, okay, we're basically competing against each other. It's not really good. We should really be not have too much conflict, because they're in essence, their majority holder is all Merchant Group. China Merchant Group owns both of them majority. So they basically, okay, so we might as well just have one controlling the other. So at the end of it, Shenchiwan would control 38% of merchant port holdings. So merchant port holdings will it wouldn't be a controlling stake, but it's large enough. It will be the majority shareholder, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so what do they do? Ignoring whatever shit they say here, let's just look at the yeah, this is how they do it. Okay, I'm going to translate this if you can't read Chinese. But essentially what happens is Shenchiwan is going to issue this many shares. So this is a number we might want to pay attention. So about 12 billion shares. Sorry. Shenchiwan will buy 12 billion shares. And it will be 38.72% of this is China Merchant Port Holdings. 38% of that. And then the rest is basically about voting. So whatever that. So Merchant Group has signed a contract with Shenchiwan saying that they will vote the same way. So that will be another 23%. So they are actually, so in effect, they have a controlling stake. They're the absolute majority in terms of voting power. And they will issue so Shenchiwan will issue some shares. So here is about 128 million shares by they will issue new shares and get cash. So this is 10,000 yuan. So this gets very complex. This is what shit. I might have typed it out. 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 0, 0, 0, 0. That's how many zeros? So it's 3, 3. So 4 billion yuan. They will get 4 billion yuan for selling this many shares. So for each share, so 4 billion. To make sure I got it correct. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, divided by 128,952,746, 30 yuan per share. That's actually a lot. Because if you look at Shenchiwan, you don't even need to look at the B share. Look at the A share. It's trading at freaking $12. Sorry, 20. So that's that. And the other thing is where are we? Where are we? So they will, here it is. Yeah. So they're saying that Shenchiwan will issue new A shares, this many, so 11.5 billion new A shares to CMID, which is the wholly owned subsidiary of Merchant Group. So that's the subsidiary I was talking about. Okay, and then there's some complex stuff there, but essentially that's what's going to happen, right? So now let's think about what happens to the value of the value of Shenchiwan. Oh, what the hell? What did I do? Oh my god! What did I do? Okay, where are we? So this is how many shares they were issued. Currently, the number of shares is, you can find it, I think, here. This is the financial report of 2017. Blah, 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 blah. I haven't prepared for this, so I'm doing this all on the fly. But I made some back of envelope calculation, and it came up with some crazy stuff. So let's see. I want to see the number of shares, total number of shares. Here, yeah, this is what. Okay, so they have this many shares. And so that's 600 million shares. I think these are 10 or yeah, I think that's correct. Let's just make sure that all the numbers check out. Yes, that is correct. So here, this is 100 million, so 645. So this is about it. That's correct. So that's the number of shares that is in place before this transaction. Now, with the transaction, you have to add this thing, right? So you have to add 1148, 648, 648. What the hell is that? 4848. Anyway, so that's the number of shares after the issuance to CMID. And then they also talked about issuing some more shares. Issuing some more shares for cash. So you add that 128,952,746. All right, so 1.9 billion shares around. Yeah, 1.9 billion shares is a total. One thing you notice that they issued more shares than they already have, quite a bit more, in fact, about double. Right, so this is the number of shares, and if you compute the new market cap for Shenchiwan using the B shares numbers, this is the market cap in Hong Kong dollars. So e to the 10, so it's really about just 19 billion. Yeah, 19 billion dollars, Hong Kong dollars. And then we know the market cap for this guy is 522 billion, right? Or you can just, I don't know if this is accurate, but we can multiply the price by the number of shares, 3.2 billion shares. So 78, 3.2, 000,000. That's so notice something, this turned negative. But 3.2 billion, yeah, 2.2 billion shares. And then just to make sure that I got everything correct, this is the market cap is 52 billion. So let's see if I got it correct. 52 billion. Yeah, so I got it correct. And this is negative. What does that mean? That means, oh wait, sorry, wrong here. I'm missing one thing. You also, they only own the economic benefit of 38% of China Merchant Ports holdings, right? So that is in here, 38.75%. So I have to do that. So that have to multiply by 0.3872. It's still negative. So it's actually negative 725 million Hong Kong dollars. So what this means is that you're getting the amount of economic benefit, the amount of the worth of China Merchants Port, the market cap, the amount of market cap that's inherent in Shenchiwan B is more than the market cap of Shenchiwan B. So you're getting whatever Shenchiwan B has for free. In fact, for negative 725 million US. What the? This is crazy. This whole thing is just beyond belief. And in case you wonder, is Shenchuan B a shitty company? It's not. You know, in terms of, if you look at their earnings, their earning is not totally all the way up, but they never lost money. Oh, this is revenue. So revenue sometimes will go down. In 2009, when you have economic downturn, yeah, it goes down, but it's fairly steady. And then last year it even had a good year. But whatever, earnings, they never lost money. It's not growing or whatever. I mean, it's never that. It's never that much of a growth company. But it's not a dead company. And if you look at this is cash flow, right? Cash flow is more than the is there yeah, so the cash flow is quite a bit more than profit, which makes sense for a port company because you there's a lot of depreciation going on. But at least it means that the company is a cash rich company, right? And their book value keeps increasing. And if you look at cash flow, you can see it always had more cash compared to profit. Like this is the one that's always 100% plus. And in terms of debt, let's look at this. Right, their debt ratio is like 18%. And if you look at dividend, come on, do it. So the company always paid a dividend. I mean, last year they kind of went crazy and paid a shit ton, so it's not sustainable. Don't know quite what, not quite sure why they did that, but they paid a dividend. So at least you know that the earning is real. So you have a real earning company, the company with real earnings, buying another company with real earnings, with healthy cash flow that's paying dividend, and you're getting the original asset of Shenchiwan at a negative $700 million. This is how crazy Chinese markets are. And the other crazy thing is, I am using the merchant port holdings market cap, right? But that thing is selling at less than book. So the book PB is 0.71. So if you count net asset is much higher actually. So that is how crazy this stuff really is. This is crazy. So a couple other things. Let's try to predict what is the earnings in the future, right? So to compute the earnings, we're going to get the total earnings for Shenchiwan and then add up the total earnings of merchant port holdings multiplied by the 38%. So let's see. If I go for TTM, okay, so there, where's my, no, I just want earnings, yes. Let me see if I can get anything here. Bah. Okay. Because of Q1, it doesn't have TTM, so it's very annoying. Let's just stick with 2017 numbers, right? So 2018, let's see, compared to 2000 and this is compared to 2017 Q1, it is like 31% more revenue or whatever. And then if you look at net profit, oh my god, these things are here. It's 5% more. So let's just stick with 2017. So at least it's like an underestimate, right? So 2017, if we do yearly, net profit here is 500 500 million yuan. That's in yuan though, so you have to convert that to Hong Kong dollars, right? So that's 5 CNY to HKD, so 5.88, so 588 million Hong Kong dollars. Let's just do million, everything in million. And the market cap is the market cap according to this thing is this much, but whatever, 588 million yuan, million dollars, plus this guy's income, which was we're also going to use 2017 numbers. Actually, let's just see. Yeah, because they don't even have a 2018 number yet. Because in Hong Kong, you don't have quarterly reports. You have twice annually, like biannually reports, half-yearly reports, whatever. So this is also in 100 million Hong Kong dollars. So you plus this part, and so this becomes about 6 billion. So 6028 million times 3872. That's a percentage. So you end up with 2.9 billion Hong Kong dollars in earnings. Okay. And then let's compute the market cap again, since I screwed up. So that's going to be, let's put that in some notes so I don't forget. Right, so pro forma earnings for Shenchiwan, that this million Hong Kong dollars. Right, so pro forma, is it pro forma? Anyway, let's just, I'm just going to use pro forma. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. Share count, pro forma share count equals, let's redo that. Sorry, I forgot. So this number plus this number plus where was that? Here. Plus this number is the new share count. Oh, it was actually just there. I just redid the computation. Whoops. Right? And what that means is that per share earning is going to be this 0.0000000, that's million, divided by this. So 1.52. So pro forma EPS equals 1.52 something HKD, right? And then the current price is 10. So pro forma PE ratio equals 10 divided by 1.52, 6 point something. So it actually became lower than the current PE. So yes, yeah, something, they bought something to lower their PE. And PB, it was 1.28, but think about PB later, right? So this, if we stick to their numbers, the book value for the 38% of merchant port holdings is going to be, if we just stick to those numbers, like 522 point, you know, that's 100 million, so 552 billion for 5 0 0 0 0 0 0 divided by 0.71. So that merchant ports holdings net asset, right? So that's the book. Well, book would be per share. So we're just going to do net asset is that much, and its own net asset, because that's the ratio. It's really about 6 billion 38,000,000 divided by 1.28, and that is Shenchiwan before purchase net asset equals that. All right, so pro forma Shenchiwan net asset equals this guy plus this guy multiplied by 0.3872. So you end up with this number. So it's 33 billion Hong Kong dollars. And remember, and then we can do pro forma market cap for Shenchiwan is this guy times this price. Whoops. Times the share count times the price. So you're looking at that's the market cap. So now look at this. The net asset is going to be 3.0 something, and then so if we just divide the market cap by net asset, you get PB. So the PB will go down from 1.27 all the way to 0.58. And it's just like, holy crap! And I think the main reason is for any B shareholders, because it trades at a close to 60% discount to A shares, and they issued a bunch of A shares to do this purchase, you're essentially someone's subsidized. Whoever got that share is subsidizing you, because they could have bought the same shares was 10 Hong Kong dollars. Instead, they paid. I mean, the price was at 21.46 yuan, right? So CNY to HKD. So someone overpaid, and yeah, 25 Hong Kong dollars. Someone paid 25 Hong Kong dollars for the same thing that you're getting for 10 Hong Kong dollars. Oh my god, this is just amazing crap. And yeah, so so I like this a lot. I'm gonna get into this myself today. I just noticed this. This is amazing. Anyway, see you next time.